This is it, little brother.
Please, Jeremy, be careful.
This is it, Mama's boy.
Preston?
Ah.
Up late, aren't you?
I could say the same thing about you.
I couldn't sleep.
No need to ask why.
And what about you?
I couldn't sleep either.
Well, maybe we should bring Charles down and we'll all sit around and tell each other ghost stories. Eh?
No. Look, let's not do that. This family's got enough horror stories lately.
Touché. Can I get you something?
No, thank you. You're hitting that bottle a lot lately.
I'm thirsty.
It's not gonna solve anything. Remember your wedding night?
Of course I remember my wedding night. How could I forget? Although I wish I could forget the whole miserable situation. Then maybe I'd be able to get some sleep.
I don't think either one of us should ever forget what happened. I know I can't. And that's why I'm down here instead of up there sleeping.
What are you working on?
I was looking at the Carlson contract. Negotiations almost complete, except for the penalty provisions.
That shouldn't take long to iron out.
Yeah, that's my thought exactly.
Well, there we go. We finally agreed on something.
Well, don't be too shocked. That was bound to happen sooner or later.
Actually, it could happen more often.
Huh?
Why shouldn't we agree, Preston? We're two capable businessmen. We also share similar views.
Well, if you're thinking about carpenter shipping, you better start working on Charlie. He'll be taking over my seat on the board.
Provided Courtney doesn't try for an annulment.
Well, that may not have anything to do with it. Currently, my lawyers are telling me that my contract was solely involving the marriage and not what happened afterwards.
I don't suppose she's made up her mind yet.
Well, if she has, she hasn't told me. I guess she's still trying to sort it all out. She must be confused. Got every right to be.
I wonder if she thinks about me. You know, she probably does. Though it'd be difficult to get her to admit it. But I wonder if I'm on her mind as much as she's on mine.
You really think that's possible?
Yes, well, I'd like to think that... No, I suppose not. Boy, you know, I never realized how much I was capable of deluding myself until Courtney pushed to move the wedding up. Now I realize I do it all the time.
You're not alone there. We all do that now and then.
You know, I tried to see her tonight.
Oh?
Yes, but I didn't get to. The clerk at the front desk told me that she wasn't in. But he had a very suspicious look about him, as if she'd slipped him a 20 or something.
Well, maybe you ought to slip him 30.
You know, I actually thought of doing that, but I decided against it. I mean, if Courtney wants to see me, fine. But I don't want to force it. I mean, after all, there's nothing new to report.
Well, I think that was smart.
Tell me, Preston, if you could do anything for Courtney, what would you do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
That's right. Absolutely nothing. That's the best thing I can do for Courtney is just stay out of her way and hope she ends up happy.
And, that happiness excludes me?
No. As shocking as that may sound, I'm not convinced about that at all.
Carla!
Carla? Well, I hope you're asleep, lady, because that will make things a lot easier.
I thought I heard you call my name.
Yeah, I called your name softly, baby, because I thought you'd be asleep.
I'm not at all tired.
No? Boy, this has been a very busy night we've had, huh?
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. Carla, what are you doing?
Just trying to get you to relax.
Hey, that feels good, yeah.
And this is only the beginning. Something wrong?
No.
You know, I'm very proud of you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you say that?
You know, I'm just proud of the work you've been doing on the Dar Salaam.
You mean the stories and all of that?
Mm-hmm. The stories and all the research and the plans.
Oh, Carla, that's sweet. Look, I mean, you've got to give yourself some credit, too. After all, you're the one that put the pieces together about Janice Wright being the princess, right?
Oh, yes. Dear Janice. You know, I thought we would never get out of that revival without letting on that we knew about her identity. That's another accomplishment for my husband. Mm-hmm.
One for my little wife, too.
Well, don't I get a kiss for that?
You'll get another kiss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of hard to believe that the princess and her two baboons are finally going to be kicked out of this country.
Yep.
And Harold's client's going to be happy, too. I'm sure of that.
Whoever he is. Do you have any idea who the person is and why he or she chose to be anonymous?
No, I don't, but I really have my suspicions. I'm going to do a follow-up on that, though, and try as hard as I can to get a final statement from the princess before she leaves.
Well, we can leave that for tomorrow.
Wait, but baby, I have...
No.
You know-
No. Tomorrow, Gene. And you know what I'm hoping?
What?
I'm hoping that your next story breaks at 9:30 a.m., wraps up at 12:30, is written by 1:30, and printed in the 3:30 edition.
Baby. Hey, that sounds like a pretty neat package. Tell you what, I'll talk to McGovern and maybe he'll put me on that schedule.
No, I'm serious, Gene. And you know why?
Why is that?
Because you'll be home by 4:30.
Uh-huh.
Just in time to shoot a couple of baskets with Jimmy, bounce Alicia on your knees, and then sit down and enjoy dinner with us. Now, doesn't that sound like a good idea?
Doesn't sound realistic, though.
Oh, come on. Who wants realistic? Gene,
What?
what are you thinking about?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. Now, there is something going on upstairs that you're not telling me about.
No, what makes you say that, baby?
Well, I've been trying to get you into the mood for romance, and you have barely noticed.
Oh, Carla, come on. That's not true, and
Oh,
you
then
know
you...
it.
No. Suppose you tell me. Now,
What?
I'm going to tell you. Now, you know what I'm thinking. I think that you want to get down to the Chronicle right away and get that recovery story on the front page of the morning edition. Isn't that it?
Don't get me wrong. Whatever future you have with Courtney depends upon your getting professional help.
And I already have, Preston. I've been seeing a urologist here in Kingsley. And actually, he's recommended a psychiatrist.
He thinks the problem may be psychological?
Well, for the most part, yes.
Ah, that's 50%. What about the sterility?
Well, he wants to run some more tests.
Ah, and there may be help for that also.
Well, I don't know just yet. I don't have any definite answers.
I think you ought to let Courtney know that you're seeking the help of specialists.
Well, actually, I'd rather wait on that. I don't want to give false hope, especially to myself. But I am confident.
Well, what if she decides to end the marriage before you get any answers?
That's a chance I'm going to have to take, I suppose. Above all else, I don't want to hurt Courtney anymore.
You really mean that, don't you?
Yes, I do. After all, you believe we'll be happy together.
Possibility.
What made you change your mind?
A couple of things. Watching you the last few days, and then knowing Courtney. And knowing that what she says she wants and what she really wants are not necessarily the same thing.
What do you mean?
Courtney is the product of her upbringing. She's going to realize that sooner or later, and when she does, she may well want a man that comes from the same background.
Like me?
Like you. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that you have to stay together. But if it is a possibility, then maybe you ought to investigate it.
I guess the fastest way to determine whether Courtney and I have a future is to find out where Peter Davidson figures in on all of this.
Mm-hmm. And since you can't talk with Courtney, then maybe you're going to have to ask Peter Davidson.
I agree with you. The only problem is that he won't be as apt to open up to me as he would to someone else.
Someone like me. Well, I think you might be right. All right, I'll go and I'll talk to Peter. But not in your behalf, on Courtney's. And I will tell him exactly what I have told you, what his chances are with her, that they are possible. You know, what I'd really like to do is to create a neutral environment. Let all of us just step back. Let Courtney make up her own mind. I mean, after all, we are concerned about her happiness, aren't we?
What are you doing? Come out of there! The dogs are on fire! Don't you see? You'll never make it! Come on! Get out of there! Lance?
in second to the Chronicle. Don't you find me attractive?
Yeah, Carla, I find you attractive.
How attractive?
I find you very attractive, you nut.
And you don't want to go to the paper, do you?
Yeah, but I mean, if I leave now, then I can get the story finished in time.
Well, what about our story?
Our story?
Mm-hmm. The one about the handsome husband who finds his beautiful wife oh so irresistible.
Well, that'll have to wait until tomorrow night.
Oh, why wait?
But baby, the Darslum Bible, I got
come,
to...
no, wait. You know now, Gene, if you get up at 7...
Yeah?
You can have the story printed on the front page of the Metro edition.
Oh, I could I?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the people have a right to know.
Oh, but they will know. Just a little later, that's all.
Wait. What about Walter McGovern?
Well, then you'll even have a more detailed story to give him, and Brubaker can give you some more facts, and he might even arrange for an interview with Lance.
Lance. Only if he can.
Tomorrow, Gene.
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
Ladies say tomorrow. And tomorrow she'll get.
The paper gets tomorrow. Tonight is for us.
I go for that.
Here you are.
Thank you, darling.
To us.
Brian, don't you know it's tacky to toast yourself?
Would you prefer that I say to you?
It's almost as bad.
Well, then to whoever.
Let's make that to Ben Martin.
Ben.
Yes, and why not? With a little prodding from you, I think he's going to accept a position at the Bedford.
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Trust me, darling. You do your part and Ben will come around. Sooner the better. With someone like him on the staff, all those ugly rumors will, shall we say, die.
Ben is not a pushover.
And we wouldn't want him if he were. He's going to be very good for the Institute.
And what's good for the Institute is good for Vanessa.
Relax, baby. What's good for Vanessa is good for you, too. I think it's time we put all the business aside for tonight, don't you?
Yes, I've got an early appointment in the morning.
Oh, that's right, with Nancy Lawson. That was a nice touch, wasn't it? Agreeing to do her plastic surgery on her neck with no charge. No doubt that will be another plus in getting Ben over to our side. But perhaps you've gone just a little too far with Nancy.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, to hear Nancy talk, one could get the impression that you two are something of an item.
You know her type. Do you believe what she says?
It's just that I don't want you to mislead the poor girl. She is related to Ben, and we don't want to do anything that might upset him now, do we?
No, you've made that perfectly clear.
So. Why don't we just retire to a more intimate place?
I was just going to suggest the very same thing. Wait a minute. You okay? You all right?
I'm gonna be okay.
I was worried about you.
I was so worried about you. I thought Lance was gonna kill you.
No, I'm all right. A few bruises. That's it.
You sure? Are you sure you're okay?
Positive.
Sorry.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Any word on Lance?
Yeah. Rescue squad pulled him out of the blaze. They're taking him to Kingsley General.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Just barely. How you two holding up?
All right. Listen, we need to go down there and make an official statement.
Yeah. I'm afraid you do.
Would you mind if we did that tomorrow?
I don't see anything wrong with that. You two must be exhausted. Why don't you get out of here?
Thanks. I think I'm gonna go in and go to the hospital.
What? The hospital? Are you nuts?
No. I think he'd need me now. You know, I think that he might want to clear his conscience.
All right. Whatever you think. Listen, you two. Take care of yourselves.
Thanks, John. Thanks for the help.
Jeremy, are you sure?
Yeah. Listen, I want to know if you go with me. I understand if you wouldn't. I'd like for you to go.
You need to be there, don't you?
Yes.
Then if you do, so do I. Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know what to do. I'm just tell you, I just don't know what to do. I mean, he's my brother, but he tried to kill us. And I'd like to help him, but I really don't know what to say to him. I'd pray for him, but I don't feel right about doing that.
Oh, there's Dr. Greeley.